Hello everybody.
Welcome back to Learn Graphic Design with G2K Designs. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on the notification button so that whenever we drop new videos, you will be notified and you can learn with us, okay? Okay, so today we are going to be talking about how to create a cool line effect that will make your designs stand out, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about, okay? So a lot of people have been asking me how was I able to get this line effect here that makes it look so cool. Okay, so that's what we are going to be learning in this tutorial. Okay, it's a very simple step. It's very simple. Okay, so let's get into it immediately. So if you are new to Photoshop and you want to create a new workspace, you go to File and click on New. For me, I prefer to use a 5x5, and I also like to use inches. So I'll go ahead and name it line effect. Okay, I didn't get that. Line effect. Okay, and then you go ahead and click. Make sure that the resolution is 300. That it will make your design sharper. Okay, so you go ahead and click OK. This is what we have. So you can as well use a different dimension. Okay, so I can go ahead and change the width to say 7 and click OK. So this is the landscape. Okay, this is a perfect square. Okay, so anyone you want to use, you are free to use. Okay, so this line effect is very easy. It's just making use of your shape tool. Okay, this is the shape tool. Okay, the rectangle tool. Okay, that is what you use. That's what I used. Okay, and the beautiful thing about this effect is that once you are done creating it, you can save it and you can use it for any of your designs. Okay, so it might take a little bit of your time at first, but be rest assured that once you are done with it, you save it, you can always use it anytime you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing you are going to do is to select this rectangle tool. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom. So to zoom, this is the zoom. So if you want to learn what all these tools are used for, okay, I've already done a tutorial on that. Okay, so you can go back to that tutorial and learn what all these Photoshop tools are used for. Okay, so I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Okay, so use the hand to shift it. Okay, so select this. So the first thing I'm going to do is to click and hold down on your mouse and then draw a straight line. Okay, this is a box. Okay, so let me go ahead and Ctrl Z and let's do it again so that you get it. So you click and drag. Make sure that the line is as long as possible. Okay, you can stop here and then make it very thin. Okay, as thin as possible. Okay, I think this is thin enough. I can drop the tool here, click outside. Okay, so this is the line. So let's zoom in and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is how it looks like. If you see, it's just 2 pixels over there. What we are going to be doing now is very simple. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on this and drag it up here. Okay, let me bring it down by clicking the down button on your keypad. Okay, so that you can see the line. So this is the line. Okay, you can make it any color. To change the color of any shape, you come here, double click. Okay, you can change it to any color you want. Let's leave it at black. Okay, so what we are going to be doing is we are going to be duplicating. Okay, so to duplicate is Ctrl J. Okay, if you look, it was only one layer here. So let me undo, Ctrl Z. So we see this only one layer here. So when you duplicate with Ctrl J, it forms 2 layers. Okay, so it means that you now have 2 of this particular rectangle. You see, this is rectangle 1 and this is rectangle 1 copy, which means it has copied this rectangle. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is you click down on the arrow button on your keyboard. You can choose the number of times you want to click on it. Okay, so I'll click 1 2. No, it didn't come out. Okay, another 1 2. Okay, if I zoom in more, you will see the difference in the 2 spaces. Okay, so I'm zooming out. Okay, I can duplicate again. 1 2 1 2. that is what we are going to be doing. Okay, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate until you cover the whole space. Okay, so let's go and see how we are going to duplicate it until we cover the whole of this space. Okay, so let's get into it. For time purpose, I'm going to fast forward this because it's basically the same thing that I'll be doing for now. To make it easier for you, now you've gotten quite a number of them. So all you can do is click and hold down on your mouse and then select everything here. You see that everything here has been selected. Okay, so you can now go ahead and Ctrl J to duplicate. Okay, once you duplicate, you click on it. Okay, as you click on it, hold down on your shift button and drag it down. Okay, so you drag it down and then you bring it 1, 2. Okay, so you see this way it will be easier for you to fill up this space. Okay, so it's actually doing somehow in the eye, but that's the beauty of the effect. So let's continue with that. Okay, so now that we are done creating this, we've succeeded in covering the whole space. Okay, so let me zoom out so that you see how it looks like, what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so now the next thing we are going to do is you select everything here. Okay, once you select everything here, you click on Ctrl G to group. Okay, so everything now is in one group. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing is you duplicate the group. Okay, Ctrl J. Okay, so the group has been duplicated, so you select the group. So for you to select the group, you press Ctrl T. Okay, so the group has been selected. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing is rotating this. Okay, so we rotate. Okay, so we are rotating to any angle of your choice, actually. Okay, any angle of your choice. So you rotate this. Okay, see this I think this angle is, I think this is okay. So if you look at this part and this part, you see it did not cover, so you just drag this up. Okay, drag it up. Okay, and then come here and click OK. Okay, so you look at this, you see that it has formed a kind of a diagonal of this. So for you to cover up this remaining part, you still need to copy this layer here that you've already rotated. So to do that, you press on Ctrl J. Okay, so you press Ctrl T to select and then you bring it down. Okay, so make sure that the lines don't overlap. Okay, make sure they don't overlap. Okay, so you use your the direction. So I'm using the up direction on my keyboard to take it up a little bit to cover up and then click OK. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, you remember the first one we did was just straight line like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hide it. Okay, so you see I just have only diagonals right now. Okay, all I need to do now is just select everything here. Okay, and duplicate the two of them. Okay, so this is the two of them here. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I can actually group the two groups. Okay, group them together, Ctrl G, and then once I have grouped it, I now need to flip it to the opposite angle. Okay, if you look at this, you see that is like this. You see the lines like this. So I want to flip it so that the lines will be opposite and then cross it like this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go here, click on edit, go to transform. Okay, flip horizontal. Okay, so you click on that. Okay, you see it has flipped it. So for you to cover up this space here, just click and hold click on Ctrl T to select and then move it. Okay, okay, to cover. Okay, so make sure it has covered, so you click on OK. Okay, so you look here, you see that it's ready. We are now going to go into making use of it. Okay, so what we're going to do next is to save. Okay, we are going to save it as a PNG. So for you to save as a PNG, you see the background here is white, so you have to hide this by clicking on this eye icon that indicates layer visibility. You click on it. Okay, you see it's off. Okay, you see the white background is out. So the next thing we are going to do is go to file, click on file. Okay, save as. Okay, line effect. So you choose the folder you want to save it. Okay, so I'll prefer to save it where I normally save designs. Okay, so for you to save it, here you click here. Okay, come down here and choose PNG. Okay, that is to make sure that it doesn't have any background. Okay, so you select PNG and click on save. Okay, I already have it, so I'm going to click OK to replace it. Okay, so okay, click on OK and we are done. So we now want to apply it in a design. Okay, this is a birthday design I did for my best friend. Okay, so what all you need to do is go to the folder where you saved it. Okay, here I just went to quick access and see I have it here, or I can go to the folder I saved it, designs, and look for line effects. Okay, so here is the line effect. Okay, I just carry it like this, drag it into Photoshop. Okay, and then click OK. Another way for you to put in a picture is I can go ahead and delete this. I can go to file, click on place. Okay, still look for it here and then place the design here. So that's another way for me to put it. So I go ahead, resize it, okay, so that it will cover everywhere. Okay, and go ahead and click OK. So you look at this now, it is black. Okay, so you have to change the color. Okay, so you can actually change the color initially to white when you are doing the design, but I used black because I wanted to be seeing the outlines. Okay, so for me to change the color of this line, double click on this layer, go to color overlay. So this is the default is red. I can change it to white. Okay, so I changed it to white. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to reduce the opacity. Okay, I will come here and then reduce the opacity. Okay, so here you can reduce the opacity to suit your design. Okay, so it depends on what you want. So let's look at 15 and see what it looks like. Okay, so you see it has that effect. So you can still increase the opacity if you want. Okay, it depends on what you want. So now, so that is the effect it's going to give your overall design. So thank you very much for joining us in this episode of Learn Graphic Design with G2K Designs. Please subscribe and turn on the notification button. Okay, and I'm happy to have you guys. See you next week, Saturday. Thank you very much and have a wonderful weekend.